You're listening to the WBT Podcast with Michael Lodge. Listen to all of our podcasts at www.wbtpod.com. Stay informed. Let's get started.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
And welcome to the WBT. This is Michael Lodge, once again to talk about business and taxes. Today, on the business side, we're going to talk about you who own businesses and how you do your pricing of your services or product. And a lot of you aren't even doing that. Some of you are just saying, well, let's see what the market is selling it for. But you don't look at any of your costs. You don't look at anything that when you sell something, how it's going to support your business. So when you're looking at pricing something, you have to look at the costs to produce the product or to service a client. But you also have to look at its value. That is the most important. Many people start the process of figuring out how to price their products or services by the cost. And I do this every single day for my clients. And you need to know what your costs are. But we also need to look at another way to determine your pricing. Instead, start by calculating the value you create for your clients also. How much more revenue do they make? How much more profit? Do you increase sales or lower costs or remove risks? And let me tell you, risks is something that every single company should be looking at. Before you come out with a product or a service, what risk is there to your business and to your client? Answer those questions and then use the data to calculate your optimal pricing. But you have to look at the cost and the value of how it's going to help your clients. That particular product, that particular service, how is it going to be of value to your clients, and then adjust the pricing based on cost and value. Then you have to look at and do the calculation for the cost of inaction. One thing many people fail to do is calculate the prospect's cost of inaction. It's easy to see the cost of your product or service, but oftentimes the client's real costs come from doing nothing. If you have employees sitting there doing nothing, you just added up your costs and you've taken money from the bottom line. So you have to be sure to consider the factor of time of the costs as well. When a buyer has less time, they have fewer choices and face increased risk and pressure. So you should increase your prices accordingly. But you better think about it, and you better know how to improve your costs. And then you have to remove the buying risk. Sometimes clients are hesitant to buy because they are not sure you can deliver, or when you have clients that feel that you can't deliver, that's a bad thing. So you have clients that think that you have this doubt that you can even deliver on your service or product, even though they can see the benefit. Now, we have a lot of testimonials out there about your product. I'm sure you do. Well, testimonials work well to convince people. Sometimes you need to use a stronger strategy. If buyers remain skeptical but interested, offer them a satisfaction guarantee. we keep working until you're happy. Or a money-back guarantee, you get all or part of your fee back if you're not happy. Now, you don't like to do that because if you have a reputation of not delivering, then you have to turn to other methods. If you've done a good job prospecting, these will be rare. Work into your fees a small percentage of clients that don't work out or result in extra work. It's often easier to do this than what you would spend on sales and marketing. And then you have to deliver a 10x return. A good rule of thumb is that you want your clients to getting a 10 times return on your fees. So if you charge $50,000 for your services, then they should be seeing $500,000 or more in value. This could be top-line growth, reduction of expenses, or a removal of high-impact risk. 10 times leaves the buyer with a solid business case for the sale of a product to them or a service that you provide. And then emotions. We all deal with emotions, but sometimes you have to sell on emotions. But then you have to justify with logic. The research shows that people make decisions using emotions and then justify them using logic. People want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. Yet we often forget that and try to push a sale through based on a business rationale. But demonstrating that buying your product or service is easy, that working with you is a pleasure, and that you can be counted on to deliver the results you promise, you will be able to demand a premium price in the market that you serve. While other reasons might make business sense, people would rather buy more for knowing they will enjoy the process with you. That's why I have clients that come back year after year. I had one that came back last year and says, you know why I came back? Because you feel like family. That's a good statement. That's a good feeling. When your clients have that feeling about you and your firm. Have a rock-solid positioning strategy. Your best pricing strategy is to have a great positioning strategy. The challenge in business is standing out. You always have to stand out. You always have to have your brand name out there. One of the best ways to do that is to focus on a specific type of customer and to offer a unique and interesting set of qualities and attributes based on your client's needs. Doing so will make you stand out and make it hard for prospects to choose your competitors. When you're the only option that truly meets the needs of your target customer, they will happily pay more because you solve whatever problem they may have. I started my firm in 1984. And the way I started it is I took on clients who could not get their projects done, who really needed help. So I took on these clients and I solved their issues, and pretty soon there was another company calling me, and then another company, because they heard that my strategy was to take on projects that no one else wanted to take on. I provided them with an option. So that all goes into your pricing scheme. Is what can you do for your client that no one else can? The other issue is don't set your pricing in stone, because every customer is going to be different. Every customer is going to bring with it certain challenges that may cost just a little bit more to service. Since customer situations and the value of your product or service are continuously changing, consider changing your price as well. We pay a lot more for next day delivery. Far more than it costs the company. And we pay many times more for a soda in a movie theater that we do at a supermarket. You know the prices. You've been to a movie. You know that by the time you walk out of the concession stand, you have spent a bundle. So why not charge different prices for different situations? While pricing is both an art and a science, getting it right is crucial to business success. And there are many factors to consider and variables to estimate. Just keep in mind that just like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, the price that works best is the one that your customer is willing to pay you. So I really want you to focus on your pricing. A lot of business clients come to my office, and I ask them, how did you come up with the pricing of that product? Well, because that's what is out there in the marketplace. Wrong answer. It's the wrong answer. If you don't know what your costs are, if you don't know what value it brings to your client, you don't have a good price. And you don't have a good business strategy to keep your company strong. If you're not covering your costs of keeping the lights on, paying the rent, on paying payroll, on paying outside consultants, on paying your taxes, and the list goes on. If your pricing structure isn't able to cover your costs, you are in trouble. If you need help on this, just send me an email at mlodge@lodge-co.com or call my office at 888-681-1518. And we'll help you. We'll help you with the pricing of any product or any service that you're doing. We do it every single day for our business clients. And honestly, that's one of the jobs that I really enjoy, is the analysis part and looking at every single company. And I have looked at so many different companies. I have had cogeneration power plants. I have right now entertainment, real estate, healthcare, and the list goes on. And I always enjoy the process of knowing that company. And I've gotten really good at going into a company and pretty much understanding what that company is all about, because I've done it since 1984. That's a long time, which means I'm really old. A lot of you that are listening to me probably were not even born at that time, which is okay. I'm not going to hold it against you. But let's really think about the pricing of our products and services so that we are making good business decisions. This is Mike Lodge. I will talk with you very, very soon.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.